Okay. All right. Welcome, everyone. We are going to talk a little bit about pain and phototherapy. So this is kind of an exciting topic. So I don't know, how many of you guys have heard about phototherapy? It's actually just light therapy. And what it is there's specific frequencies in light that can help make changes in our bodies. Okay. So when you go out in the sun, just to give you an example, one of the spectrums of sunlight is UVB radiation. Okay. There's a lot of different types of spectrums of light in the sun, but one that we all recognize and we know about is the UVB. That's the one that when it touches our skin, it helps convert something in our skin into vitamin D. And our liver and our kidneys help to do that. And so it helps us to have vitamin D in our bodies. And we need that to survive. So that's just an example of one. Okay. So NASA did a lot of research with light because of the astronauts. They would go to outer space and there was a problem. So they were having degradation of their cells and different things in their bodies, and it was harming them. So if they were out in space for a very long cells. So there's red light, blue light, and near infrared. And these are just some of the stuff I pulled from the NASA research that they would use on the spaceships to help with sleep. So if you can see the blue light, it helps regulate our circadian rhythm. And that is, when we sleep, melatonin rises and different things happen, right? So that can help us to like become tired and get ready for bed, right? And then there's red light. So that can help to suppress melatonin, right? Get us ready for bed. It also helps with tissue repair, muscle loss, bone density, different things like that. And then there's also near infrared. And that's the one that actually helps repair our cells. Okay. So it actually can help us, our cells are always renewing themselves every day. Like we have cells that die and then they renew, but near infrared, it can reduce some inflammation that we have in our bodies. It can, if we have a wound that's not healing, we can use light therapy to heal quicker, right? Even if we are an athlete and we do marathons and extreme sports, we can use infrared for muscle recovery, like if we have another event coming up. So these are just a few little examples. There's actually a ton of research on this, but this is another really cool thing. Both the red and the near infrared light, they help with ATP. So energy, if you're tired all the time, right? And you're thinking, oh, I need caffeine or I need my coffee or I need these different things, you can actually use light therapy to give you more ATP and more energy, along with helping improve your blood flow and helping with that cellular repair and inflammation, right? So as you can see here, this is just the layer of skin, but the red visible light, it doesn't go quite as deep into the skin, whereas the near infrared actually goes deeper. So when you have like a lot of inflammation in your body, maybe from an injury, or if you have some discs that are, bothering things, we're going to want to use the near infrared because we want to penetrate deeper into the body. Okay. So a lot of people don't know this, but our body actually emits light. And the infrared light is a heat radiation. So in my clinic, I have the heat lamps, the TDP heat lamps. Those ones emit near infrared because there's a warmth that comes from them. Okay. So that's like a heat radiation. So that's going to go a little bit deeper into the body. And those ones are just small. Usually I'll put them on the feet, or I'll put it like over, if I'm treating someone's lower back, I'll put that lamp over their feet, or I'm sorry, over like the back or wherever I have the needles. And it just kind of helps penetrate and help with some of the inflammation. So our body emits the infrared. And you can feel that because when you sit close to someone, you can actually feel the warmth coming from their body. That is actually light. Okay. So There's also a little bit of visible light, not as much, okay? You know, have you ever heard people say, oh, they just have a light about them? Or like, oh, they have a aura, they just glow. Or like when people are pregnant, sometimes you see that, like, oh, they're just glowing. But that's also a form of light coming from our body, right? And then we also have a little bit of ultraviolet light, but we don't have it all the time. It's a secondary. So when we're out in the sun, it's almost like it bounces on us and then it reflects off. So we don't have that all the time, but if we're out in the sun or, that's another type of light that we emit. So we actually emit light ourselves. So today we're going to talk about pain. And I was introduced to a company called LifeWave about 3 years ago. My dad found some patches. He had a shoulder injury and they wanted to do surgery. He didn't want to do surgery on his shoulder. And he was taking pain meds at night for about 6 months because he couldn't sleep unless he had the pain meds. And so one of their friends introduced them to these patches, and he started using not this particular patch, but a couple others, and I'll share them with you. But he noticed within 3 to 4 weeks decrease in the pain, and then in about 8 weeks, even more decrease, and he could start having the range of motion that he hadn't had before. So things just improved, and guess what? All the pain went away. He got all his range of motion, and he didn't have to have a surgery. So that's been about 3 years, right? So my dad is a big believer in these because he was able to achieve his goal of not having surgery, right? So today we're going to talk a little bit about Ice Wave. Ice Wave is a patch that this company created that kind of works like acupuncture, actually. So what they do is they put the patch on an area of pain, and then you move another patch that goes with it around until the pain decreases. So it's pretty cool. We're going to demo that. I want to talk a little bit about my favorite patch. This one it's called Eon, or Y-Age Eon. This patch is actually specifically for stress, inflammation. Usually when I'm prescribing some patches, I'll prescribe Eon along with another patch called X39, which is to activate your master cells in your body to heal things. Because our master cells will deal with inflammation, but they'll deal with that first. So if this patch can help decrease the inflammation, then the other patch can help start working on what needs to be healed, if that makes sense. So my dad, he used this Eon patch and this X39 patch, okay? So I'm going to share with you guys, so as we've started using these patches, there's a few things that can prevent the patches from working, okay? Because someone might use the patch and say, well, I didn't notice anything. Why didn't it work for me, right? So the number one thing why the patches don't work for people is they're dehydrated, okay? And this is the same with acupuncture. If you don't drink enough water, guess what? Acupuncture doesn't work as well for you.
Really?
Yep. So, and there's a lot of research on this. Same with the patches, but think about it. We are made up of what, 80 to 90% of water. So if things aren't moving the way our body normally should, then how is, the Ice Wave patch is for pain, right? What it literally does is it blocks the pain. It's like taking an ibuprofen or a Tylenol without the side effects. These patches are non-transdermal. Okay, they're not putting anything in your body. They're simply reflecting the infrared that's coming from our body, activating what's inside of it. Okay.
So it's waking up what's inside of your body.
Yes. Yes. It's stimulating, just like the vitamin D, right? So just to give you an example, I'm going to add this to my slideshow, but the patches, they have a combination of amino acids, water, stabilized oxygen, and natural organic compounds. They are made up of 100% natural ingredients. There are no chemicals or any type of medication in the patches. And they're non-transdermal. That means they do not put anything into your body. Literally, your infrared light activates them, and it causes a chemical reaction in your body, right? So for instance, this particular one, the X39, it stimulates peptides in your body. And by increasing your peptides, guess what? It actually stimulates your master cells to help heal things. Yep. Now, when you're young, okay, things heal very quickly, right? And we have a lot of these master cells, okay? But as we age, we have less. We still have them, but they're just not as active. So when you stimulate these peptides, it helps activate more of them to heal. So it's really, the patches are just stimulating your body to heal. But if you're dehydrated, it's going to be pretty tricky, right? So that can be something. The other thing is heavy toxicity. So if you have been exposed to a lot of, chemicals or toxic, heavy metals or things in your body, that can actually inhibit like how things are working. But with that, we know that everything, like you're going to be having side effects just from heavy metals and things too, right? So that's another thing that sometimes if the patches aren't working, like we talked about them, then that can be a factor. Incorrect patch placement. There's different protocols, but this is not really something that's going to inhibit it. I have had people with like neuropathy, for example, who said when they put the patches on their feet, they felt like it was better than when we put it on a certain acupuncture point. The studies that this company did, they used acupuncture points for the patches and they worked just fine. So don't feel like, oh, I didn't put it in the right place. No, it's very simple. These, the ice wave, we do need to put in a certain place, but that's why I'm going to demo it for you guys. But the other ones, the X39 and the Eon, no, you can put wherever you need to put it. Okay. Mineral deficiencies. I have also found that people that take good supplements, whole food more than synthetic, that have the good hydration, that, go and exercise and try to get moving a little bit. Those people, they seem to respond a lot faster. My dad is in his 80s. So, this company, they say that if you wear the patches for 1 month, it equals to 10 years of your life. I'm in my 40s. So that means, let's say I wanted to treat my knee pain. That means I would have to wear the patches for 4 months in order to maybe have, some results with my knee pain. Well, my dad is 80. And I told you guys, he got relief, not complete relief, but a little bit of pain relief within 3 to 4 weeks. So that's pretty good. But my dad, he's always taken good supplements. He exercises and he stays hydrated. So he's, in pretty good shape. So that's one of the reasons I think it works so well. So those are the 3 patches that we're going to talk a little bit about.
Do they work on migraines?
Yes, actually, I'm really glad that you mentioned that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin myself so you guys can see me. Okay. So I have a patch on right now. And this is one of the areas that you can put the patch. This is an acupuncture point. So just to give an example, you don't have to have a very specific location, but this is where they did the research, and then right under the belly button. Okay. So 1 inch or 2 under the belly button. So for most of the patches, you can just put them on these areas. Today, we're going to demonstrate the ice wave patch. So I like your question about migraines, right? Can we use the patches for migraines? Yes. Do any of you guys have a migraine or a headache today?
Granddaughter does.
Oh, your granddaughter does. Okay. Well, let's really quickly, let me show you one place that you could put the patches for a migraine real quick. Okay. So here. Oh, you did. Oh no. Okay. So the ice wave patches, they come with a brown patch, a tan patch, okay, and a white patch. So this, like I said, this actually worked. All these are doing is we're trying to block the pain signal. So this is like taking an ibuprofen or Tylenol, but without the side effects. So if I had a migraine or a headache right now, my first place I would try, also depending on, everyone has different areas of where they have migraines and things, but right here, if you guys can see how my hair kind of goes up like that? You can kind of see this little, this V here. Well, there's like an indent right there. So, and then because there's hair, the patches there, it's like a sticker. So you could put your brown patch right here, okay? And then put your white patch on the other side, okay? And this will start to block the migraine pain. Now, these ones are supposed to work within 5 to 10 seconds, okay? So you could get relief very, very quickly. If you have a very severe migraine, I would recommend putting the Eon patch, because remember the Eon is for inflammation, right? You can put the Eon patch right in the center of those two. So right here, right there, okay?
And then you still put the other two patches.
And then you still put the other two patches on, okay? So actually, can you be my model real
Sure.
quick? Yeah, come be my model, so that way you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Because it's really a simple thing. Sometimes people overcomplicate it, but sometimes with pain, even in acupuncture, we need to chase it a little bit, especially with migraines, okay? So come on over here. Okay, so what we would do is we would put the brown patch. I'd put the brown patch on the left. And then we put the white patch on the right. Can you guys see that? Here, look up. Can you look up for me? There you go. You guys see that? Okay. So you want to hold those for me. Perfect. And then here's the Eon patch. See what it just says it on there, but it's a sticker. So you just peel it off. See the sticker? And then we would put it right here. Okay. If she had a frontal headache, turn around. She had a frontal headache, then we would probably just do same thing here. A white patch here, the brown patch, and we could put this here. Now in acupuncture, I would probably go towards the feet. And I haven't, like I said, I haven't experimented on all this a lot with migraines, but I do acupuncture on the feet. And so I would, if your migraine didn't go away, then I might do some stuff on your feet with these. I would use these like needles. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and let's try some patches on some people. Does anyone have pain right now?
My Achilles tendon.
Your Achilles tendon? Okay, let's come on up. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and we have an Achilles tendon pain. So come on up here.
Miss it.
Yeah, come right here.
I may have to take my shoe.
That's fine. Go ahead and take your shoes off. And I'm going to go ahead and point this down. Okay. I'm going to go down here like this.
I've been wearing the brace.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and take that off. So how bad is your Achilles tendon pain?
It just,
But you can feel it right now, right?
so when I walk on it
Okay,
and sometimes it'll throb,
okay,
and when I apply pressure,
okay,
it hurts. And
Okay.
sometimes, it depends cause my leg has issues.
okay.
So if I aggravate my back, then all the muscles down my leg are affected.
Okay,
And this week I was gardening,
Yeah.
and it all
you started
kind
getting
of
a ton
set
of
off
pain.
that whole
Okay,
thing.
okay. So right now, do you need to walk for a second or can you feel the pain right now? Do you need to stand and maybe march or something, or? Cause I
So
want you to have pain.
it's just a low grade.
A low grade,
It's
okay.
just,
So you
I
can
mean,
feel a
I
little bit
have-
of pain right now.
yeah.
Okay, what's the pain level? Give me on a scale of 0 to 10.
So at this very moment.
At this very moment, yep, because if I were to take it away, would you be able to tell?
Oh,
Cause if it's, is it like a 2 or,
When I press it,
okay.
like this, it's probably like a 5.
A 5, okay. If you
Yeah.
don't press it,
If I don't press it and I'm just sitting here, I'm okay.
you don't feel any pain.
No, not
Okay,
really.
then go walk around, maybe go
Okay.
get some pain.
Okay.
Do you have pain? Do you need to stand up a little bit? Okay, yes, can you stand up? Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just stand for like a minute.
a minute, okay, come on over here. I will do you first, okay? So, a minute. Okay, so we have another gal with pain here. And no, you guys, we'll do her first, but just kind of walk and we can, okay, so where is your pain usually?
It's usually down here.
Okay, it travels down her leg. This is a patient of mine and she has, do you mind if I share a little bit?
Yeah.
She has some bulging discs,
Mhm.
right? She's a classical dancer. She unfortunately with the bulging discs, she's had to quit school and do homeschool because she can't stand, she can't sit. She's, in extreme pain and I've seen her maybe what, 4 or 5 times for acupuncture. So I invited her here to see if we could get her some relief, right? Okay, so you're feeling it down your leg, right? But we know, because I've been working on her, that her pain is actually coming from bulging discs in her back, okay? So are you starting to feel the pain?
A little bit.
A little
but not-
bit.
I can still walk around. I don't want to sit yet.
Okay, yeah. So usually for her, within 2 to 3 minutes, right? It starts to get so bad and she needs to sit down. So this has really affected her life. Doesn't dance anymore. She doesn't do anything. So I'm hoping we can get her some relief and she wants to go visit a college that she'd love to go to. If this works, I'm gonna give her some patches so she can use it to go to school and check out a university that she'd like to go to. So, and if you need to walk around just for a second, go ahead, but
I can feel like the coldness. It's not the pain yet.
yeah, okay.
It's a cold rush before the pain.
Okay, so she's getting a cold rush right now before the pain. Does anybody have any questions online while we're trying to get her pain activated? If you do, just unmute. But I kind of want to get her pain up to a certain level so we can try to decrease it for her. I have some pretty serious cases of people that have serious pain that's really affected their life. So for me, if I can help them, even if it's not with acupuncture, if I can help them using these, it's a game changer. So you getting anything? Starting to? Okay, yeah. So usually you get a cold rush and then what happens?
And then it kind of feels like my half of the leg goes numb, and then I have to sit down because like it's I don't know, it just feels really numb and there's like,
Okay.
a lot of spiky pain.
Spiking, so sharp shooting pains. Yeah, so jolting, shooting pains. Okay. Right? I don't want to make you feel,
No, it's okay.
But hey, you know what? If you have that, then we can see if these patches actually really work, right? So we want to see if it helps you. So there's a few different things. While we're waiting just a second, I'm going to show you. Jill, why don't you come up just for a second? You can
walk around.
Yeah, just walk around just a little bit. So
You're the opposite.
she usually has pain in her lower back. Do you have any right now, or is it?
Yeah, I do.
You do. Okay. Show me. We're gonna patch her first while we're waiting for Priya's.
It's from bulging disc also, but I have arthritis.
Okay, so you're good. No, you're good. You're good. Okay, so she's got some pain, like right in here. Okay, so this is the pain area. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the brown patch where the pain is. Okay, I'm just gonna take off half the sticker. That way you guys know how to use this. We're gonna take half the sticker off. She also has bulging discs, okay? And she's a patient of mine too. Okay, so we put the brown patch here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the white patch just above it.
And why are you only doing half?
Oh, because I don't want the sticker to, like, if I want to leave it on, I want to find the best place and then I'll take the sticker off. Because it's got 2 stickers on each side. Good question, though. Yeah, so I just took half off, so that way I can move it around. So what we do, this is called the clock method. You can stand up straight, sweetie. Yeah. So here, we've got the brown patch here, and we've got the white one at 12 o'clock, okay? Jill, do you feel any pain difference?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so let's go to 3 o'clock, okay? 3 o'clock is gonna be just directly over. So 3 o'clock, right? You guys see that? Okay, let's give it 5 seconds. This should work really fast. This is quick. How's that?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. I'm not gonna bring your pants down, but I am gonna just kind of reach down there
Yeah.
and put a patch right there. Okay, we put it right here at 6 o'clock, right underneath the brown one,
There it
okay?
is.
You felt something different?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you feel?
Before you did it, I had like a pencil was poking it.
Okay, so before we got to 6 o'clock, she was feeling a kind of a poking feeling,
And now it's not.
and now you don't. Is it completely gone, or how much has it gone away?
Maybe 2%, 3%.
You're only feeling it 2 or 3%. That's pretty good. Just for fun, let's take it to 9 o'clock and see if it goes away, okay?
Mhm.
So we're gonna bring 9 o'clock is just gonna be over here on the other side. You have to turn just a little bit, turn like this, yeah, just like that. Okay, so 9 o'clock is gonna be right here. Can you guys see that? In the video? Yeah, turn just a little bit towards the TV, yeah. See that, 9 o'clock? How is 9 o'clock?
Better.
Is that better than 6? Okay, so 9 o'clock is even better, okay?
That's what
So,
was last time my husband did it.
okay, so her husband came a couple weeks ago when we did a class, and he brought her some patches, and this was the same location that she felt relief when she applied it to herself.
Mhm.
So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna take the sticker off this, and we'll leave these patches on, and she can wear them for 12 hours, okay? After 12 hours, they won't work anymore, okay? Sometimes if your pain moves, you might need to change the location of the patches, okay?
So you can't unstick or stick them.
You sure can. And if they don't stick back in because they have like a, adhesive, then just tape them on. With pets, they actually just put the pets, they put the collar. So that's
Seriously, it's amazing.
awesome.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm a massage therapist too.
Yeah.
When I do anything like this. it
Going
just-
forward.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So what's your pain right now?
We had 2,
A 2? And what was it when you came up here?
probably about 7.
A 7. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Okay, well, and I mean, sometimes we can't get all of it to go away, but that's pretty
well,
neat that,
yes.
yeah,
Well, that's good. When the pain hits, it's debilitating.
yeah,
You can't move, especially even sitting, standing, anything.
yeah.
It's just like, get rid of it.
So, okay, Priya, come on up. All right, how are you feeling? It hurts. Okay, what's your pain level? A 0 to 10?
I feel like a 7.
A 7. Okay, and you're feeling it. Where are you feeling it?
I feel it.
Okay, so kind of down the hamstring, right? A little bit right in here too, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do, and right there, okay. I'm actually, because I know Priya, I am actually gonna put the patch on her. We're gonna try some different things, okay? Because this is nerve pain because of a bulging disc, and it's radiating down her leg, okay? So I'm gonna do, now something that's really cool is I'm just gonna put it over her shirt.
Really?
Yes, really. So let's see if we can get a relief, because all this needs is a little bit of her heat radiation, right? Her light, right? Her infrared. So I'm just gonna put it here.
But it creates a chemical reaction, right?
Yeah, so the heat radiation, right? The the organic
I think
compounds
her pain is right.
in the patch stimulates something inside of her body. Just like the sunlight, right? The sun hits our skin and it stimulates something in the body.
That's what they say, to wake up when the sunrise comes up and go
Yeah.
outside.
Yep. Okay, so come this way, just back up towards me just a little bit. So we're gonna put it there. So I'm gonna put, now we're gonna start the white patch. We're gonna put the white patch at 12 o'clock. And I'm pushing these against her just because I want her body to be able to feel it. Because sometimes if you have a shirt that's bigger, it's not gonna touch the body, okay? That's not gonna work, okay? But we're just gonna see if we can do it through her clothes, okay? Okay, Priya, you were at a 7. Have you had any change yet?
It just feels really warm at this spot.
Oh, it does.
Okay, so she doesn't have a change in pain, but she's feeling a warmth. Okay. So let's move it to,
Oh.
what?
Oh, that is so weird.
What was
It's
weird?
like, you know, when you put biofreeze or something on, it just like cools like everything down. It's like a weird type of fuzzy feeling in my leg.
Like tea.
Okay, so she just said, you know, when you put biofreeze on and there's that weird fuzzy tingly
But that was
feeling.
cool. This was like warm.
This is a warm, but it kind of felt like that. Okay, we're gonna go to 3.
Was that good or bad?
But that was good. It's like.
So it's a good,
And it's through her clothes.
yep, through it close. Okay, we're at 3 o'clock.
That feels.
Feels different. What do you feel here? Is there any change in pain?
Yes, it has definitely gone down. Like it doesn't. It's manageable now. It's like not.
It's not a 7. What would you say it's at, Priya? A 4. Okay, we're at from a 7 to a 4 at 3 o'clock
Over her clothes.
over the close. All right.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna bring your pants down just a little bit because I don't know how it goes through jeans and so I'm just bring that just a bit. We're gonna do 6 o'clock. Okay, sorry. Okay, 6 o'clock. Come back up towards me just a little bit.
Would it be magnified if it were under her clothes? though,
Maybe.
On the skin?
I mean,
Would the results be
Kind of
magnified?
coming back.
it's coming back. So 6 o'clock is not good for her. Okay, so we're gonna go to 9. 9 o'clock. Okay, so see how we just moved it to 9 directly over. Okay. Let's give it 5 seconds.
Has the pain released at all?
It's kind of coming back.
Okay, so 9 is not that good either. So guess what? I think 3 o'clock is the best one for her, right? So I'm gonna reach under here. Okay, I'm gonna reach under, don't mind me. Nobody's gonna see anything. I'm gonna take the tan one off here. I'm gonna put it right at that, and then I'm gonna put this one at 3 o'clock. Okay. This is the one that had the
Oh,
best,
wow, that's like immediate.
really?
That feels really good.
Yeah, okay, so she went from a 7, what is it now?
That's like a 2.
A 2, awesome.
Actually, maybe even less. That's really mind blowing.
Okay, so these are gonna work for 12 hours, but I want you to time it. I want you to be a case study, okay? So you kind of give me some feedback, okay? Because I'm gonna let you keep those on all day and then see how it feels, okay?
Start a timer.
Yeah, start a timer and then kind of pay attention to it for me, okay? We're doing a little case study.
And so is it generating,
It's
Not
blocking,
all-
this
Blocking
one is
pain.
blocking pain
so
signal.
it's not generating?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
She just started dancing again.
she's ready. She's really excited. Yeah.
That feels so good. I'm so sorry. It's been so many months since I've felt like this. Wow. I
Yeah.
can't believe I'm
Because
saying
you hurt yourself how long has it been?
like a year.
1 year ago, and then you quit school, right? You did the online
You
school.
have to homeschool.
She
Oh my
hates-
god, I was like, I can't get over this shock. It's like really good.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, that's.
It was so
Sure,
bad.
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
god. I was
No, it's okay. Sit down.
It's your own body, your own body.
Now, did you walk a little bit? You did.
I did, but, and it's almost like when I put my shoe on, it hurt
Okay.
the pressure, but.
Okay, well, let's put patches on you because it will come.
Will it stimulate healing?
This one is really more blocking pain, okay? The ice wave is more blocking pain. If you use the Eon and the X39, it will start helping your body to heal. I mean, your body's already trying to heal anyway, but for some reason it can't. And why can't it? I don't know. Sometimes we don't know. But the cool thing about light therapy, this phototherapy, is it's just like an extra little tool to help your body heal, right?
Do you think by taking medication that it would block the light, or the light is constant inside of your, I mean, I know we carry light, but because we take so many meds, do you think that blocks the pain from getting better?
Sometimes, but sometimes medications actually can help, and you can take these with medication. Because remember, these are not putting anything in your body. They're
Right.
non-transdermal, right? So, a great question, yeah. Does anybody else have any questions?
I'm so thrilled for her, I can't speak.
I know, I am too. She's been in so much pain.
It's like Christmas.
And the hard part about degenerative disc disease, when you stand up, do you have a lot of pain? Like,
No,
when you
not-
move? Okay.
It's like when I bend in half. You know,
Okay.
like-
And you're tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm gonna go ahead and end the call, but I will reach out to all of you that came. We're gonna do a little drawing though, but I'm gonna stop the recording, but you guys are free to go. Thank you so much for joining us, okay? I appreciate you being on the call.
That's amazing.
Yeah.